What's up, fight fans? This is Slim Olokpe with Slim Olokpe Boxing. So, if you know boxing, you will know that it's not everybody that would like to face two heavyweight monsters like Mike Tyson and Riddick, Big Daddy Bowe. But that is exactly what Tony Tops did. The guy faced the two heavyweight monsters in the ring. But when he was asked who is the best fighter he has ever faced, Tony Tops didn't even hesitate before he gave his answer. And between Mike Tyson and Riddick Bowe, he quickly picked one. And the reason will shock you. So, let's break it all down. Now, in 1988, Iron Mike Tyson was a small boy at the time and he was just 21 years old. But in boxing, he was already a full-blown beast. And Tops entered the ring with the 21 years old Iron Mike Tyson, thinking that he's going to outbox the beast. But he already got into massive trouble before he can even settle into the fight, because Mike Tyson wasted no time at all. And in the first round, Mike Tyson was trying to feel him out and to get comfortable in the fight. But in the second round, boom! One heavy punch landed on Tony Tops and Tony Tops fell straight to the canvas. Immediately, the referee believed that the fight is over and he quickly waved off the fight. That day, Mike Tyson was not just a fighter. He was like an hurricane that came with full violence. And 3 years later, Tony Tops stepped into the ring with another tough opponent in Riddick, Big Daddy Bowe. But unlike Mike Tyson, Riddick Bowe doesn't rush to kill people in the early rounds. He likes to use his skill, his size and his brain to break opponents down. But this time, Tony Tops' body was able to hold well and he managed to last full 10 rounds with no knockouts. But Bowe still emerged as the victor. Of course, Bowe went strong on Tony Tops, no doubt about it. But compared to Mike Tyson, it was different. So years later, the Ring magazine asked Tony Tops that who is the best fighter he has ever fought. And without thinking about it or talking too much, Tony Tops said that it is Mike Tyson. In his own words, he said he was 30 years old when he fought with Mike Tyson, who was 21 years old at the time. And he said that Mike Tyson was a force of nature. Now, breaking down the two fights between Tony Tops and Mike Tyson with Tony Tops and Riddick, Big Daddy Bowe, it was very clear that Tony Tops fights Bowe when he was in shape and it lasted 10 rounds. But when he fought against Mike Tyson, he wasn't able to last 2 rounds. So that tells us that Mike Tyson was the real problem. And this is because Mike Tyson is not just an ordinary fighter. He dominated the heavyweight division and held world title from 1987 to 1990. And at just 20 years old, he became the youngest heavyweight champion ever in boxing history. And guess what? Even at 58 years old Mike Tyson still believed that he still have it. And last year, he came back into the ring to fight YouTuber turn boxer Jake, the problem child, Paul, in a fight that he lost on points, but the 58 years old man still fights. And many people believe that Mike Tyson could have actually defeated Jake Paul in that fight, but they believe he was holding back, he didn't want to throw his punches, and that is why he was biting his gloves. But for me, what I saw in that fight with Jake Paul is that Mike Tyson doesn't have it anymore. It's not like he was actually stopping himself from beating Jake Paul or from landing punches. I think he was not able to do what he used to do. He wanted to do it, but his body was not doing it. But one thing in boxing is that there is always two different views. So some people believe that he was actually holding back against Jake Paul. They said that Jake Paul must have paid him out, to lose the fight. But in what I saw, Jake Paul was not a good fighter, because if he was supposed to knock out Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was not able to do anything in there. He gassed out. He was not able to throw much. He was not able to move much. At the beginning of the round, he came in, looking like the old Mike Tyson, bobbing, parrying, moving forward, doing the peekaboo style he used to do. But he didn't have the energy, to keep going. And this is the reason why he lost, because he's old. However, Tony Tops coming out to say that Mike Tyson is the toughest fighter he ever fought, he is even ahead of Riddick, Big Daddy Bowe, shows that Mike Tyson was a real beast during his time, and everybody was actually scared of him in that era. With his speed, his power, and the madness he displayed in the ring, Mike Tyson was just different from every other fighters. But boxing fans, how do you see it? Do you think Tony Tops is right, or do you rate Big Daddy Bowe over Mike Tyson? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below.